Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the premium episode of the Sitdown. Welcome to the club, the secret club, where we can say whatever the hell we want because no one's listening. Right, Matt?
That's right.
Yeah. How you doing? How's your week?
Pretty good. It's hot outside.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Wow, this weather, huh?
Yeah.
This weather is a lot.
Unbearable.
It ain't so bad. You guys are just soft.
Fuck you.
I was
Hasn't even
outside. I was resurfacing wood this morning. I'm going to go back, give it another coat. This table's going to be beautiful.
It is such a mom thing to be like afraid of the heat, you know?
Yeah, you're just going to smell like vinegar. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah, but like, doesn't like Gabby take care of you? Like when you're out too long, she'll like come and bring you water, and she'd be like, "You gotta remember to stay hydrated,
No,
Joel."
that girl's rich. Like, she'll call her parents and they'll like Amazon Prime me some water. I'll get it in 2 days.
A drone just drops it on you. Anyway,
Thank
that's
God
the
for
voice of
Bezos.
Joel Wachowski from the 20-year-old movie podcast. I want to talk about Rhinestone Cowboy because I've been listening to it a lot because I like when you listen to the beginning of the song, it's about a guy who's like a bum, you know? He's like hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away. Oh, that's the music video?
Oh yeah.
Look,
They had music videos then?
This music, this is shit. It's just him on in a red shirt walking.
Tell me, what did you picture?
Yeah, but that was mind blowing for the time. That was like Michael Jackson's Bad.
Right.
Yeah, Glenn Campbell. What were you
Well,
picturing?
this show's about a guy who's a bum, who's a loser, but he's like, but I'm going to be somebody, you know? Which is like a great, like, dumb guy thing. Because
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing with life, is like, most of your life is spent looking forward to something that's never going to come.
And when it comes,
But
it's pretty shitty.
It's pretty shitty.
Like, you always wanted to
But-
be a comedian, and now it's like, what's
Now
being
I
a comedian
am.
like?
What is it?
You
Yeah.
gotta move a lot of furniture.
It's being yelled at by your girlfriend. It's your girlfriend going, "You're gonna turn into fucking Quasimodo." You're gonna turn into. I'm like, I need to work to make money. You don't fucking complain when we get to go to the Poconos and drive a speedboat. You fucking whore. Anyway,
That looked like fun too.
it was a lot of fun. But,
Oh my God.
Did you drive the speedboat?
Yeah,
Riding
Yeah,
a
it
boat's
was-
so much fucking
oh, it's
fun.
so much fun,
Dude,
yeah.
your IG story was so funny. It was like, we got a real fucking race against the clock situation here.
Oh yeah, well you have it for an hour and you're like, oh yeah, an hour, but then it's like you stop the boat, you jump off, you go swimming, and then but then you're like, oh, it's 5 minutes left. You gotta get this boat
Yeah.
back, or these scumbags are gonna charge me like $400.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, to rent a boat, it was like $80 plus gas, like $100 for an hour.
That's not bad.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
but you can see why people buy boats.
Yeah, and like boats here, they're a commodity. Back in
Yeah.
Michigan, everyone has a fucking
Everyone
boat.
has one,
Everyone's
yeah.
got a lake. You can just go putter around on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never done that, like stop the boat and jump off and go swimming. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It's the best. You ever tube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
tubing,
get the
that's the shit.
Delaware
I grew
River.
up tubing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived on a lake, so like as a kid, I was able
Tubing's
to.
a pain in the ass when you like go the wrong way and then your cousin like beats you.
Did you ever do like the hard S turn where you fling them and you like intentionally lose the tuber?
Yeah, I mean the point of doing any activity like that, like jet ski, tubing, where you're going really fast on the water, is to crash.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a jet ski last month. I didn't know they flipped back over, so I thought I just sunk a jet ski.
Oh my God.
My autistic brother rode a jet ski a few years ago. He loved it. Like I've never seen him happier. I might buy him a jet ski sometimes.
He rides it at home. There's no water.
He just rides it. He rides in a baby pool.
Yeah, no, he puts it in the
He's just so happy.
bathtub.
Just spray him with
All
the
right, Matt,
shower.
he's not
It'll
a
be
fucking
fine.
idiot. How about some respect, okay? Anyway, I want to talk about my power bank. Have we discussed that on the show yet?
Yeah, you did. You already plugged it.
All
You know,
right.
it plugs right into the wall.
that's right. Okay.
It's got
Okay.
both plugs.
right.
You know.
All right. Well, I also want to talk about Rhinestone Cowboy because it's a great like dumb guy song where
Yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna be somebody, and I just imagine it like in a movie, like because there's a line where he goes, "Hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away like the snow in the rain." So it's about a guy who's like probably not that educated, who like makes his money on the street, and I just imagine a guy who does some hits for the mob and then goes into a bar and gets a whiskey, and that song starts playing. It's like, yeah, things are gonna be good now, you know?
Yeah.
When he's like covered in blood.
Yeah, it needs to be like a pretty good movie scene to displace High School High. It's in that John Lovitz movie. He brings it to the dance, and all the kids like they beatbox with that song, and they shred his record.
Oh God! There's so many fucking movies they made like that.
Yeah,
where it's just written by someone who's never met a black person in their life, and it's like a teacher who like learns how to like get down.
I tell you this about black people: they certainly have a grudge against Glenn Campbell.
Yo, fuck that.
I picture like a rhinestoned, like a like a bejeweled cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that was the alternate title for Brokeback Mountain.
More like a bunch of cum in my ass, cowboy. Am I right?
Got him.
Got him. All right, but I don't know. It's just a funny thing because it's funny, like rhinestone cowboy. You know, well, you're gonna like be a cowboy, but you're like covered in glitter and jewels.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe he wrote that song earnestly, or if it's like how he really feels.
I don't know. Glenn Campbell did a lot of songs appealing to dumb guys, like Southern Nights. Like, that song just celebrates like drinking in a field.
Does it?
Yeah, you can hear that and think like, oh, these are good times.
Yeah.
I fingered a girl on a haystack. Life is all right.
All I need is a haystack and my index and middle finger. But Poconos is fun. You guys taking any vacations this month?
I'm going up to Boston. I'm the best man in an Indian wedding.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Is that why you have the mustache?
Yeah, that's why I have the mustache.
Okay.
I am terrified. Like, I'm just going to go. I got to dress Indian. I got to have this mustache, and I'm going to show up. I'm going to be the only one like that.
Where are you going to get your costume from?
He's got it for me. He ordered it in advance.
The Halloween store.
You know, the Halloween adventure.
It's just an Aladdin Halloween costume. My girlfriend's got to dress like the monkey.
You bring like a lamp as a prop.
and they think it's so funny. Yeah. Did that movie take place in India, or that was some like foreign like Arab country?
It was like Saudi Arabia or Iran or something like that. They don't really say.
Yeah, because that building looks like the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Princess Jasmine, huh?
She was stacked up.
Who jerked off to that one? I did. Yeah.
What does Gabby think of the mustache?
Nothing positive about it. She's more focused on how I'm going bald.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Same. Join the club.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like, you need to get your hair cut. You look balder when it grows out.
Oh boy.
Well, it kind of does. Yeah, because it starts to grow, but it grows in all the wrong places, and that's how you get like the bald guy with long hair.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like I'm the same way. When it's close, it doesn't look as bad. It looks like there's some control over it.
Yeah, but like when it grows out a little bit and it just gets so obvious.
Yeah.
But if I ever go bald, I'm just gonna look too much like Mr. Clean. It'll be terrible.
Yeah. But your hair is at like a good length now. It's like you look like a guy. You know, it's not completely.
Yeah.
I'm sort of losing mine in like
man.
the corners.
Yeah, no, I got the corner. The corner's going on me. I got to take off my hat and show you my flaws.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
hey,
is,
fuck you guys. Full head of hair here. Huh?
That's because you've never worked a real day in your life.
Hey,
yeah,
I was
you're a fucking boy.
You know what? These two guys on this fucking couch, we're two of the greatest who
guys
ever
are
worked on the back of a box.
We really are. We really are some of the best movers.
We're in the Hall of Fame.
Joel's in the Hall of Joel can carry a couch
There's
on
a Hall
his back.
of Fame of mover.
You're in. Yeah, well, Joel's in there.
I found a chair in the trash yesterday, and like I brought it. I carried it like 2 blocks back to my place. I couldn't get it in the front door.
Yeah.
And I locked myself out, so I just sat outside and ordered a pizza. It was great.
I've had a ton of moments like that because like when I broke up with a girlfriend, I moved all my stuff out of her place. And I was in between places. I was staying with my friend, and I had this moment where I had all my stuff in the truck, and I was like, "This could be my new life." This is great. That is kind of like male privilege, I think.
Yeah, like we can
be able to do stuff like that.
Yeah, you're not going to get raped unless there's a bigger man than you, and if that's the case, it's fine. You had rule of the jungle.
You just lost paper, rock, scissors. Yeah.
No, but imagine being a woman and you're trying to order a pizza in a chair. You know, like you get like 90 people come up to you in an hour.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like pizza too.
Nobody talked to me. I do have I just moved into a new place, and the landlord's kid, like he's just like some 16-year-old knucklehead in the neighborhood. I have some privilege with him. Today I was biking to the gym, and I saw he was smoking a joint. I was like, "Yo, let me hit that." So I pulled my bike over and I grabbed the joint. Nice. It was sick.
Yeah. You're lucky it wasn't K2.
I mean, I'd try K2. That's what the dude did when he ate that homeless guy's face.
Oh,
Was it?
holy
yeah,
shit.
Rudy Eugene, hero back in Miami.
Right now, that guy didn't that guy survive though?
Yeah, he did.
Wait, I thought that was bath salts.
Bath salts in K2, they kind of got a rap for it.
No, I
Okay.
thought that was the monkey that ripped the face off of
Oh
the...
my God! Jesus
Just
fucking
kidding.
Christ!
It's a joke.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
That was the most Matt Anderson thing that's ever been said.
No. Like I'm mistaking a monkey ripping a face
there can only
off
be one
for like
news story
K2.
about a face in the last 10 years.
No,
in
the
a country with 300 million people in it.
Yeah.
Boy, I only know one face-related story.
That homeless guy whose face got eaten, he lived. And the Miami Heat were very good at the time. So they tried to make this like video to fire up their fans. And it was just like the homeless guy who got his face eaten. He was just like, "Go Heat."
wearing like a Dwayne Wade jersey.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
People in tragedies, they love the Miami Heat because Miami Heat, like all the Parkland kids love them. And like they all went to the funeral.
Yeah.
The one funeral.
Yeah.
The one collective funeral.
Shit.
Well,
Hey, sorry if you're listening from Florida, huh?
yeah, sorry if you're David Hogg. I know he loves the show. He's a premium member. You know, David Hogg didn't even go to that school. He rode his bike over.
Who said that?
That's the whole internet. Actually, Eric said that last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Are we trying to get him on the phone?
I guess we can.
Dude, we
you
should.
want,
He was a real hit. We had comments like Eric rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wait till they find out his sexual preference.
They all turn
Yeah.
gay.
Anyway.
They all turn gay.
So a lot of times when the mafia is dropping in on when the mafia is listening to, or no, when the FBI is listening to a call from organized crime members, right? They listen for about 5 minutes or 3 minutes, and then they have to stop listening. They're obligated to stop listening
If it's unrelated.
if it's unrelated to business.
Okay.
So Deb listens to this show, but I feel like she probably doesn't listen to more than 3 or 5 minutes at a time. But my point is, I would like to talk about something.
We're 12 minutes in, if that's
We're
what you're
12
asking.
minutes in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I would like to talk about something
Deb related.
that I don't want Deb listening to.
Okay.
She might listen to it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a
But-
Patreon subscriber?
Yeah, we subscribe to each other's Patreon.
Oh, that's adorable. That
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
how to support your partner in 2018.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Because it's like there's one person supporting this, and then they go, "Oh, well, if one person is, then and then 80 people, and that's how you get a following."
Yeah.
But
What's her Patreon?
SLP Wine and Cheese. She
Oh, nice.
has like a speech pathology podcast.
yeah, she
Do you-
posts a lot.
Do you do anything with her her speech stuff that she's always emailing? It's like
No, I think she posts a little too much.
she posts a lot, and
On
it's like
Patreon,
a lot of like materials for people that work in speech pathology.
Yeah, so it's like coloring pages and worksheets and stuff like that. But I want to talk about something that's on my mind. It's something every man has to deal with,
Sure.
especially in this day and age.
Right.
I want to talk about thirst traps today. Because they're out there, folks.
And if you don't know what a thirst trap is, it's someone who's on the internet to make you horny.
Yeah. Someone who's going to hell. No, but I got a text from a friend of mine, Abby Rosenquist, friend of the pod, and she was like, "Dude, you're embarrassing yourself with some of these young female comics." And Deb saw the text, and Deb was like, "What is this?" And then Abby wouldn't tell me like what it was, and then Deb got upset, and then Abby was like, you just kind of like you like sometimes you're in these girls' DMs in a way that doesn't look great. I'm just looking out for you. But I don't think I really do anything that is that bad.
Yeah, but just at this point in time, like even initiating conversation can
Yeah.
be like a bad sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. You talk to a girl, they click on your name, they see your life together with this other woman. So it's like easy to like be considered a bad guy when you just have a little bit of a wander to you.
Yeah.
And like as like if you're going to be a good partner to Deb, you want to go out there, get your flirt on, stay strong, stay in peak condition. Otherwise, you won't be charming enough for your queen.
Yeah.
What do you mean stay strong?
Like just getting a little flirt that helps you.
Yeah. So what we have
Right.
here, Sharks.
Wait, but do it in person?
I mean, it's pretty safe to just like send a few sentences on your phone, isn't it?
Send a few sentences on your phone?
Yeah. I guess it is better to be creepy in person because then there aren't receipts.
Right.
Yeah. So just get off your phone.
Yeah, I think you can't subscribe.
I think you can.
You can't comment.
Yeah.
You know, like because
Yeah.
if you're the only one commenting, it's like you're a fly stuck to a glue trap.
Yeah.
You know, everybody sees like, uh-oh. You know, and I guess like, you know, but a man's gonna be a man, right?
Oh no, we're not allowed to anymore.
Right. You can't hunt.
You're
a tiger that can't hunt.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've like adjusted a lot over the 3 years that we've been dating. Like I've like changed a lot of my behavior, and it's like something I've worked on, and it's still like not good enough.
Right.
I think a couple weeks ago, some girl like posted something on her story, and the picture had her fucking nipple in it, and all I just wrote, "God bless." That's that's all I wrote. Which isn't even like anything. It's just like acknowledging that, you know.
I feel like what you said off mic was funnier.
It's like illegal to be horny now.
If you were mean, like that's almost funnier, and you get to comment.
If I was mean,
yeah, because you were like, "Put your dirty titty away." You're not going to have
that's
it.
what I should. That's what I should say.
If you said that on a thirst trap, I mean, you'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll like it more if you're just like kind of mean to them. So maybe you're playing their game just like everyone else. You got to just be yourself and shoot them down a little bit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a thirst trap.
Or
at the
just
end of the
say
day.
nothing, I guess.
Because you're. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still putting your penis inside of one woman.
Your mom.
Yeah, Mrs. Anderson. Right.
Right.
Is there a magazine
Right.
that you're holding just called The Mob?
Yeah.
But there is
You
something.
just want to appeal to Mike so much.
Thank you. There is something about it that feels a little like manipulative, though. Like that's almost like they know they're doing it, and they know it's going to get attention, and they know some schmuck is gonna, you know, be like it's almost like they enjoy that
Because they would kill
It's like,
themselves.
you know what the fuck you're doing.
Like a thirst trap that doesn't get likes is like the saddest goddamn thing in the world.
Yeah, and she doesn't
Right.
have anything to talk about. She's probably spending like putting her life into her Instagram. So like you being a creep, that's like the most interesting thing that happened to you that day.
Right.
But really, like you just go on Instagram because you're bored and you just react to it. You've given no thought to it.
Right. I mean, I think if Jesus came back, there would be a book in the there would be a verse in the Bible about this, about how to react to these things.
The 11th commandment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
What's your takeaway after
but I
hearing?
feel, but now that I'm talking to you guys, I feel like I'm the only one who like has this problem. Like, don't you get the urge to like say something?
It seems like an early in the relationship problem.
Okay.
Like this happens like pretty early on, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure me and Shelby had a fight like this at one point. It's like you shouldn't.
You were pointing out girls' nipples.
Nah, not to that degree. But
yeah,
like,
but like your degree
just-
would probably be like
if you like a picture of a girl that's like with her mom or something, it's like somebody that they probably wouldn't like. This is bad.
Look at this. This is like a really funny comedian.
This is bad business.
she seems funny.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the
Ay, ay,
opposite.
ay.
I'm just pretty like I want to have like an honest, open relationship. So I tell my girl who I think is hot. Like it's just like
See, that's the other thing I want to get to is that you really can't. You can't like. I mean, at least with my situation, like I can't even think somebody else is hot.
Which they aren't.
Which they're not, yeah, because she'll like get like offended. So it's almost like, so I really do feel like I'm just living a lie sometimes.
yeah, you should just be chemically castrated and finally be happy.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, have your baby,
Yeah.
and the one Recine that's gonna come out, make sure he's okay. He's like,
We'll have 3
Okay.
bays, kill one of them. Yeah, because
Yeah.
one of my
One will
kids
definitely
is going to
be
be gay or retarded. There's no way.
Hopefully both.
the two.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah,
People
It
with
is-
Down syndrome are so horny.
right.
And hey, is your son gay? No, he's just retarded.
Yeah, it would be tough to figure out if your retarded son was gay.
Man, people with retarded kids, that turns you into such a lame too. Like my childhood best friend he has like a retarded son, and like someone in a roast battle called me a retard, and he saw that, and like we're not on speaking terms anymore. Really? Yeah.
Actually, that was the roast battle where somebody wrote a book for you, right?
Yeah, Bergstrom wrote a book. It was really funny. He wrote a book called Retard Zoo, and he like drew it out and everything.
It's funny.
And Bergstrom's like such a space cadet. He spent like 2 weeks drawing the thing, and there was no words in it.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess that hits home for people, but I don't. I mean, growing up with the brother, I don't mind. You know, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, don't say retard, but like, well, one ruined my childhood.
Yeah, my mom worked with the mentally retarded. She was like, they went to some school.
Yeah.
And like one of my earliest memories is just her being like attacked by a retard.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You should tell him about that Shark Tank idea you had on the episode with
we
Ray.
did it on the show already.
Just tell
we were
him
like,
about it.
What if you went on Shark Tank and you were like, you go, hello, sharks. I have an invention called the retard stick, and it's like for when your retarded son tries to bash your head in. It's a cattle prod and it has like pepper spray in it. No, it's a cattle prod and it has what is it?
It was like a club that you could use to hit them.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mark Cuban could buy it for his secretaries.
Yeah. Now seen on TV, the retard stick.
Yeah.
And they like do a recap later because Barbara Invest's like, I got the retard stick into actually 64 stores.
yeah, like 1 year later, the retard stick is taking off.
Thanks, retard stick.
Who's the blonde one?
Which one?
Lori and
yeah.
Barbara. Yeah.
I once looked up naked pictures of Lori.
Oh.
And the first link, it like looked legit, and then I clicked on it, just like lectured me on her business practices. She's a goddamn
great.
capitalist. Don't jerk off to her. Yeah.
That is great.
But she seems like you'd fuck her, then you would.
like the idea of the stick. However, I just don't know if QVC would be interested in something
I don't have
like
any
that.
retarded children of my own. For that
Hopefully
reason,
someday.
I'm out.
Yeah. I got to tell you, one of the worst days of my life ever was my brother was in a production of Guys and Dolls. The overzealous, the overzealous music director of his school put on, and it was like, and there were like different levels of retarded kids at his school. So the kids with just learning disabilities played like Nathan Detroit and like what's the guy, Sky Masterson.
No.
And they did the whole fucking show. They did the whole show. It was like 3 hours long.
I imagine you at intermission,
I was like, do we have to? My mom was like, your brother would really like it if you could be here. And my brother was just in the chorus. And there would just be the more severely handicapped kids would just be off to the side, like clapping along to the. And my brother would just like clap out of rhythm. He was just I remember him, and he's in like a red shirt. They all wore red shirts, and he's just watching himself clap. And I'm just like, God damn, who is this for? And the kid who played Nathan Detroit was like this kid with a learning disability, and he would like forget his lines, and they'd be like off the screen, like reading his lines to him.
They only did the first half, but it took 3 hours.
It took 3 hours, yeah. They did one scene. Oh my God. Why? I'm just remembering being like, why?
Yeah.
Why am I fucking here?
Yeah, you should have gone and punched that fucking music director in the face.
Yeah. Mr. Rosen, he was like this little old Jewish guy who wasn't gay, but he was like super flamboyant. He had a wife and kids, and he was super flamboyant and just very one of those theater psychopaths. It was like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, our
it was for him, I think.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wasn't about the kids.
Yeah, but being a theater teacher in high school has to be the sickest job. You have this creative outlet you get to do twice a year, and you've got hundreds of extremely willing kids to put it on.
Yeah.
That's a good way to quit. I think I'm gonna do that.
You just do a reenactment of Brown Bunny or something.
Yeah, you remind me of a young Chloe Sevigny.
Yeah. James Madison High School presents Gummo. American History X, the musical.
I play the curb.
That's a kid laid out as the curb.
And you fucked with the wrong bull.
Have you seen that video? It's like a viral video.
I'm not a herb. Put your mouth on that curb.
There's that kid who does Scarface with all the young kids that did Scarface. Have you seen that video?
No.
Oh man, I'll pull it up. It's so good.
Okay.
Very relevant.
Okay.
Just as a note, as someone who does a podcast with you, it's not good podcasting to stop the podcast and show people a video. You think that's your best contribution?
I wish you guys had seen it. It's so good. It's so good.
He's trained by the military to provide internet to alphas, so he can't help it.
Yeah.
They come back and
Wait,
I'd
what
show them all
video?
the memes they missed.
What video are we watching?
I'm gonna pull it up, but it's like Scarface Kids, and it's like a play.
I've never
with
wanted
music and everything.
I've never liked it when someone stops and says let me show you this video. It's like you're gonna hijack my consciousness for 60 seconds so I can see this fucking Scarface thing. Get the fuck out of here.
Really? I am the let me show you a video guy.
You are?
Yeah.
Who's not? I love it. You hate it? Why?
It's all right. I just feel like people are getting real bad about scrolling now. Like you'll be hanging out with someone now. People are on their phones for 5 minutes straight.
Right. Wait, what is this though?
He's got a lot of popcorn.
Boring, Tony.
That's the cocaine. That's the cocaine is the popcorn.
You're boring. Fly, Billy, go fly. Come on.
Oh, this is
baby.
kind of fun.
You do coke and you kill people. That's wonderful, Tony.
Did she say that in the movie?
I think it's just the movie, word for word.
You're son of a bee.
Should I jump ahead here? All right, I think that's enough of that. But you get the point. It's the kid fucking eventually kills everyone with the Tommy guns, and then he dies after doing all the popcorn. It's just the end of Scarface.
Yeah, and
popcorn?
Because it's that's his pile of coke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's back to my point. It is great to be a theater teacher. You can make kids do whatever you want.
Right. And I'm sorry about
for
showing
art.
that video.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
Thought you guys would be familiar.
When I was in high school, me and my friend had this idea. We wanted to do a Chappelle Show style show and just have our own comedy night. So we spent the whole summer writing sketches and filming them and stuff. And then we were going to do stand up in between. And we asked the principal about it, and he was like, "All right, well, we just got to make sure." And our vice principal was kind of effeminate. He was like, "Well, we just have to approve it for content." We were just like, "You fucking piece of shit."
So it didn't get approved.
But we got a faculty advisor, and it was the teacher that ended up fucking a student. she was so cool, Miss Pileski.
Was she hot?
She was okay.
You wish she fucked you?
She was a bit of a butterface.
Would you have kept your mouth shut?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know. Can any kid keep his mouth shut
No way.
when that happens? I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That must happen a lot. Because
I don't
just
know.
for the ones that we only hear about the ones that get caught, but there must be a lot of teachers that fuck students and nobody finds out about it.
Yeah, and the male body, it's designed to peak at age 16. So
Right.
that's when all the boners are at their best. You're
Right.
gonna waste them on fucking a couch.
And I didn't even fuck. I didn't even fuck till I was 19.
Yeah.
I never got to use my ultimate powers.
Yeah, I mean, we would be a healthier country if teachers were forced to fuck their students.
Yeah.
Think about how many more orgasms women would have.
Right.
It would be so much hot. Was that kid cool that fucked the teacher? Did you guys know him?
that makes him cool.
Well, yeah, by default.
Yeah.
No, he was a real nerd. Yeah, he was kind of cool, but he was also kind of a piece of shit. Yeah, Paul Mangello.
He was mean to the teacher, and that's how he got her.
Yeah. I forget what happened, but something happened. Like they got drunk and went to this nightclub, and they called her to pick them up, and then I guess she was drinking with them, and then she fucked one or two of them.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then her she was wiped from the yearbook, which was kind of not cool.
Yeah, she's in prison now, probably.
I don't know.
Do women must get
I
less
tried
time.
to look to her, for her on Facebook, but I couldn't find her.
Well, she
Guys-
getting a new name after that for sure.
You think? Yeah. Yeah. But it's not that embarrassing. I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, she should have just
She was cool
gone
as
to
shit, dude.
Thailand or something.
Yeah, she was cool as shit. She let me. She advised our shitty comedy show.
She got
Put in more
got the
jokes
approval.
about teachers fucking the kids.
Yeah.
You guys had to cut a sketch about fucking a kid.
Yeah. But anyway, about thirst traps though, like that is kind of like my only weakness, just the online stuff. Like we were at that bar, I was okay, I was well behaved, you know. But I feel like maybe with online, there's like a detachment from it where
I mean, your online stuff, you're detached from who you are just a little bit more. Like I got caught talking to a thirst trap a few years back, like some girl, like
with your girl now or with
ex-girl,
yeah.
And like I think this girl was like flirting with a lot of comics, but I had like pictures of her titties on my phone, and like I remember it was in Canton, Ohio. I like
the
told
Baseball Hall of Fame.
football. No, I went to it.
Girl a comic?
Yeah. She's with like some comic. She moved here and like is with some comic, and he quit.
Oh.
But yeah, I
Trying
started
to figure it out over here.
We got in a huge fight, and I still went to like the Football Hall of Fame. The next day, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write it down.
The girl. I bet you've seen this girl's titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet she messaged you. I'm just gonna put them right here.
All right.
We got a little email the pod at sitdown
Oh, I don't know who that is.
gmail.com.
Like Twitter around 2012, 2013. I bet she hit you up a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, I've crossed paths with like a lot of guys who've gotten the pictures from her.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's a dangerous world out there, boys. It's just stay. I don't know. It's just hard. Like I saw this. There's this other lady who's a comic. She's like 36, and she posted some photo with a baby. And I was just like, I just had this intense urge to be like, "You are so beautiful."
Yeah.
So it does feel like if you're a man in a relationship, it is kind of like modern day slavery. You know?
Yeah.
You have to deny who you are.
Yeah, and you come home, you get a list of chores. Matt, you probably have it a little worse than.
That's a good bit. Actually, that could be a comedy bit, folks. You know who's a real slave?
Straight white man.
A married man. Yeah, it's not like being a slave, if you know what I mean.
And if you're lucky, they'll fuck you.
They'll fuck you twice a month.
Oh yeah,
and tell you not to tell anybody.
Yeah. They'll make you come inside them. Get their more slaves.
Yeah, that's another thing. I know I've talked about that before.
Right.
Does your girlfriend want to get married, have kids?
Oh yeah, she's like the ultimate mother. Like she's kind of like an alpha lady. Like
yeah, she takes care of kids. Yeah.
Yeah, she's finally being nicer to the dog because it's my dog. She's just like, now we live together. She's getting used to the dog.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I love Deb. I want to be with Deb, you know? But, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's tough. I don't think women have to deal with that, like that constant visual stimulation.
What about roles reversed? If she liked a picture of a guy with his shirt off and it was like a pecs picture.
Yeah, but he's probably not as jacked as me, dog.
And it's got
stay away from her.
You just got.
It's got the dick print, and then she comments. she comments like, "God bless."
It's got the dick print.
God bless. What would you do to Deb?
I don't think that would because if it was going to lead to something, that would bother me. But if she was just like, oh, damn, if it was like some guy, I don't think that would bother me that much.
No.
Yeah, we're wired to think it's funny. And like also the world's kind of configured, like content is like made to give us erections. So
Right.
Did you like how I got excited about dick print? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, the dick print.
Yeah. I know what I like.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think it's just totally. I think it's totally different because she's like posted about like seeing firemen at the grocery store, and it's like, okay, it doesn't feel great, but we have more fragile egos, so we should be allowed to flirt, and they can't. And that's Recine 2020. That's what I'm running on.
Nice.
Yeah.
they flirt with their friends, and hopefully it progresses. You get a threesome out of it. That's
Right.
You join the DSA, and you have like all these socialist policies, but also weird shit.
We want Medicaid for all, free college, care for the elderly, support LGBTQ rights, and marry our cousins. Like that Simpsons episode. Yeah. You guys have any hot cousins?
No.
Everyone in my family is like an abortion protester, so their souls are ugly.
Right.
Like they go to Washington, they're lobbyists against abortion. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have that in my family too, on my Arizona family.
Yeah.
They're like, no abortions. They take their kids to like Planned Parenthood to pray outside.
Yeah, I mean, like
I had to go by one of those protests before. Walk your girl by a protest.
When I was in high school, we had an abortion clinic that was like being protested all the time. So
Yeah.
I made a sign that said, "We're just kidding," and I stood with those guys.
I'll take that bit.
That's what I like about you, Joel. Is like it seems like comedy is like who you are. You know, like if I didn't think I was going to make money at this, or wasn't making a little bit, I would quit.
Yeah, I mean,
But you're always going to do funny stuff.
yeah, I'm always like doing goofball kind of out there shit. So I might as well grab a microphone and be less funny on stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that shit's tough. Anyway, I thought this was going to be like the whole thirst trap episode, but I guess we said what we needed to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you want to
Stay away, like, and move on.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, you're great, Deb, if you're listening
Oh,
to
you're
this.
the best. Yeah. Everybody loves you.
Everybody loves you.
But I felt like that like God bless, like that's I just wanted to like compliment this girl's body.
I feel like you're also doing a Gotti right there, too.
What do you mean?
Like, that's kind of like a, like, God bless, you know?
Yeah.
You're doing your...
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless.
If you do it with, like, this hand motion.
Yeah.
You didn't
Because
say-
it's something's no, that the reason it's funny is because opposites are funny. So it's something sinful, but I'm saying God bless.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that she's clearly going to go to hell for.
Put away your dirty titty, you're going to hell.
Yeah. The Bible needs a revamp, though, because I feel like the Bible would tell us what to do about that.
Yeah.
If nothing related to your cell phone should count when it comes down to going to heaven or hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Jesus would probably be like on Instagram, be like,
Sexting,
"Oh
yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, these porn stars are doing IG stories now."
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
IG stories are like the worst because they can see who watches.
Right.
Like that's the worst is like when you don't know someone and you're watching their story and you're like, "Fuck, is it worth it?" Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Everybody watches IGTV.
Well, I do try to be funny with it. I mean, there was a girl who, like, I'll show you this. She posted some photo that she knew was a thirst trap, and she was like, "It's only a trap if you fall in, guys." And then I commented, I was like, "Damn, this photo made me pro-Israel because she's Jewish," which is funny, right? That's like because it's like, oh, you're so hot that it's like you're so hot that I'm supporting a country with human rights violations, right?
Sure.
So then she comments, she's like, "I don't get it. Is it because I'm Jewish?" And then I'm like, "Ah, fuck, here we go." You know, that's like the last thing you want to
Rev the
hear.
engines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
everybody.
No, I
has
just
the
thought all
same-
those Palestinian boys deserve to die.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
answer with sarcasm, and then she hits you with more earnest. Fucking, I don't understand.
Yeah. So I killed her.
Yeah.
But I was like, here we go. So I'm like, what do I'm like panicking, you know? I'm like, what do I do? Because I was just trying to be funny.
Right. She doesn't have the same sense of
And
humor
that
as
is,
you.
I guess not, but that is funny because Israel is shooting unarmed protesters.
That's
but
true.
you're so hot. It's like, oh, this photo made me a Nazi or something.
Right.
I don't know. If it was like, so
and
then I'm
once
like,
you break down what you're saying, you're like, I don't want to be saying this all, explaining how I'm being funny here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like people always talk about how Tommy Lahren isn't hot, and like she's super hot.
Yeah.
I like her inside better than her.
I like Tommy Lahren for her mind. That is probably how guys try to fuck her. They go, "Yeah, you're beautiful, but you don't see what I see.
Yeah.
I see you as a woman with great ideas. I see you as an intellectual, baby." So then I messaged her and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I thought, I'm like, I forget exactly what I said, but I'm like, oh yeah, it's funny because." I'm like, yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Mhm.
And she just goes, "I'm not Israeli." And I'm like, all right, I'll delete it if you want. And if it if it didn't hit, I apologize. And then we just left it at that. But
There you go.
that was probably a pretty big L for me,
Yeah.
just as a comic.
Yeah, and it's like you didn't even have to show up to that game, you know?
I didn't even have to show up to the game. Yeah,
Did you delete the comment? Did you like
Yeah, I
go? That's
deleted
like
the
the
comment,
that's
yeah.
like the modern tail between the legs.
yeah.
You just feel like such a pussy anytime you delete any kind of comment.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, this is what I think
Because
about.
you should stand behind what. And now this girl
Right.
thinks I'm like a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Not
and
that
then-
I care, but
and
I
now
don't
you
want her
don't
to-
even seem pro-Israel.
And the larger you get, the more somebody will just screen cap the dumb shit you say and do and be like, "Oh, he deleted it. Here's the screen cap."
It's
you
like
know?
you don't even stand behind it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how she wouldn't think that's funny.
Right.
Are you
Women.
reading the news?
How's her
Yeah,
comedy?
you're a fucking. I don't even think she's a stand-up, but but I'm like, have you looked in a mirror and looked at your face? You look like everyone from Israel.
And
You're a fucking big Jew face.
And just for the listeners, I am going to put together a Tumblr of all the photos we've talked about today.
Yeah.
The title will just be the timestamp of when we discuss
Premium,
them.
baby. Yeah. The internet. We should do a segment where it's like we have a time machine and we do a segment of like me and you as like 15-year-olds.
Go
So
back
we
in
come
time
back.
to hear Harriet Tubman's queefs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking, my dad's a fucking pussy. You know? Anyway, well, I'm glad we solved that. And I really, but I also feel like I should get credit for all the thirst traps I don't respond to.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
what's your rate? What would you say your percentage is?
It's like 99.9%.
As effective as a condom. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Like as many as I see, I don't like there's so many that I see and I go, whoa, and I don't say a fucking thing. And then every once in a while something slips through the cracks.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you know?
I just had confidence for a second there.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know.
What are you worried that our fans are going to think you're less of a man because you're not hunting like you should be, or like what,
No, I
what's
just think
the conclusion
that I just
here?
think that never goes away. Those urges like never go away.
So you just become a father and find fulfillment in like pictures of mothers and babies, or
Yeah,
like I
maybe.
feel like I don't know.
Pictures of mothers and babies.
Those
Right.
become the new thirst traps as for a father.
It is, because
Yeah, it could
then
be.
now you want to know, like, we're all in our 30s or close to it.
Yeah.
You want to know a woman's fertile and she can spread your seed.
Yeah.
Right.
You see a baby bump, I'm gonna baby hump.
But we're gonna get to the point where there's like 70-year-old women posting thirst traps.
Yeah, but Helen
Can't
Mirren
lie,
does
boy.
that shit.
Does she?
Like Helen Mirren had a bikini photo come out, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's so hot. Her body's wonderful."
Yeah. Which it's like I guess that's how we value women.
Yes, queen.
Helen Mirren. Let me see. Does she have an Instagram? Travolta has an Instagram.
You go comment on Helen Mirren's Instagram.
No, she does have
I
one.
feel
though.
like
I support Israel
yeah,
now.
I think you could comment on like famous people's thirst traps. Isn't that acceptable? Isn't that
Oh, that
socially
could be good.
acceptable? If
yeah,
you
but then people see it and they screen grab it.
Kim K, you're like, you're a beautiful woman. I love
Yeah.
Kanye West.
It's so hard to be a piece of shit nowadays in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Word
Helen
up.
Mirren, baby. Yeah. Did you see there's some interview Helen Mirren did in like the 70s and some guy's like, well, you worry that people don't take you seriously because of your giant breasts. And it's like in a big theater with a bunch of people there. Just a guy just being a fucking pervert.
Fucking British guy, too.
I was reading about Sybil Shepherd because I was writing some jokes for Nikki for the roast.
Uh-huh.
I know, I just kind of name dropped.
There, you did it.
which
Do you want me
is-
to take it out?
No, but I fucking hate myself for doing that.
We
But
are all
anyway,
guilty of that.
But I was
yeah.
reading about Sybil Shepherd, and it was like trivia. It was like Jack Nicholson asked her out, and she turned him down, and then he didn't speak to her ever again. And it's like Robert De Niro asked her out on a date on the set of Taxi Driver, and she turned him down. He wouldn't talk to her during filming, and it's like that's just like what it was for women. I
Wow.
guess in the 70s, you were just a hole. And now they're podcast guests, and they ruin our show. Now, guys, I want you to know we have taken your feedback into consideration, and we will not have women guests anymore. All right? The fans have spoken. No more fucking broads.
You're welcome.
Are you happy now? Yeah, you're welcome. Are you happy? How we doing on time?
43
right.
minutes.
What do you want to talk about? You got anything going on? How's your summer going?
Summer's good. Knees kind of whatever. I
Yeah.
lost some World Cup bet while we were sitting here. Pissed about that. They won the game, but they won on penalty kicks, and you don't get the win for that.
Oh, that sucks.
These bookies are snakes.
Yeah, they really are.
Oh, you thought you were going to win some money.
I did a 6th-floor walk-up yesterday.
Ugh.
I had to be the point man and the driver, which they do to like fuck you
The
over.
point man is that the person who works on the truck? Let's talk about
The guy
moving
in-
shit.
oh,
Like, that's
shit.
the good
Yeah,
stuff. We're
teach
in
me
summer.
about this. I'm like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never moved here.
Yeah.
Well, are you good at peeing in a Gatorade bottle?
You know, I did that
certainly
yesterday.
am.
Right,
Me too, I
Right in
did
front of
that
the client's house.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I peed in a coffee bottle and it was great. I was alone. I was on like 26th Street.
The thing is, sometimes I use a bottle that's too small to fit my dick, and I have to. And I did that yesterday. Like my penis wouldn't fit in the hole of the bottle, and I had to like force it in there.
Yeah, that happened to me
Because
once.
that's tough.
That's
Yeah.
how people cut their dicks on the metal cans.
Well,
I've
I have
really?
Yeah.
Who's peeing in a metal can?
Well, it sounds like,
what the
first of all, you guys are like talking about like peeing in a plastic bottle like it's normal.
There
Yeah, but
is
a
an
lot of
art
piss
to it,
comes
and
out.
it is normal.
People pee in
When
stuff.
I was on my run with, I'm good at it too. It's one of my talents. When I was on my run with Jake, I was wearing sweatpants. I peed in a bottle without him knowing while driving a car. Really? Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Was he pissed? And
I told him later. He didn't believe me that I did it, but like,
then you hit him with the water balloon of pee.
No, the word, and like, there's a degree of difficulty because I do have a foreskin, and like one time
You do.
yeah, that was.
That brings us to our next question.
I know how Helen Mirren felt, so I know it takes me seriously.
But that would make peeing in a bottle easier, I think.
No, it's hard. Like if you do, like if you use like a pull and spring bottle, like
Yeah.
if it gets wedged against the side, you have it starts to inflate like a water balloon.
Yeah. Gatorade bottles are the best because you could stick the entire head
And it's
in
got
there.
a nice wide mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not mine, but like I
I'd
need
peed in a bottle,
I need a
too.
special wide mouth Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, he uses an 18th century spittoon.
yeah. For Italian dicks. Yeah. There was a guy who's like a race scientist. He's like there's some institute that consistently funds like race and IQ studies. And this guy tried to argue that penis size and intelligence are inversely related. So, like, the smaller your dick, the smarter you are. He like seriously.
He's like,
argued that.
I refuse to debate anyone with a smaller than a 7-inch penis.
But he's actually a genius. He put the report out. It was so poorly done. There was just spelling errors on like every other sentence.
Me believe that intelligent people have tiny penis.
Here's my report. Why is it written in barbecue sauce? I got a huge dick.
Ooh, so he got laid off that report. Like somebody has a huge dick. Yeah. It kind of makes sense though because Chinese people are smart, and they have small dicks, and then Italians are kind of dumb, and we have big dicks,
Hell yeah, dude.
but we're not very bright.
I don't know. They're good business minds.
Are they?
Yeah, why not? There's plenty of prominent Italians.
I feel like anytime I see like someone with an Italian last name on Facebook, they're always saying something completely stupid. They're always saying some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. They're always like fake news and like whatever else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Who do you think has the biggest dick, Matt?
I thought Italians had small penises, like the crazy
who
ones.
told you that?
Like wasn't like Nicky Scarfo, like didn't he have a small penis or something?
I don't think so.
Well, I feel like a lot of the mobsters had a lot of small penises. Yeah, but, I don't know. I feel like what's big? What's a big penis? Can we talk about it?
Over 7.
Over 7?
Yeah.
I think I've got a real big dick, huh? Pete Davidson, huh?
You didn't look us in the eyes when you said that. You were making eye contact with me, and when you said you had a big dick, you looked away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a man of mystery.
No, it's pretty obvious.
This guy on my moving crew tomorrow, I said, I got to ask you to be there by 9 because everyone on my crew has been late this week. He goes, works for me. I'll see you at 9 p.m. at the location. Great. Real winners they're having me work with. you
That's
know?
hilarious.
Yeah.
So you
Anyway,
ran point, you drove the truck.
yeah.
How was
Did
it?
a 6th-floor walk-up. We got 2 parking tickets, which I might have to pay for one of those.
Fuck.
Yeah. Which I'm not fucking paying for it. Go fuck yourself.
My
It's
man.
not. It's 95 degrees out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find a new place to work. I don't give a shit. Suspend me.
Yeah, it's weird that moving companies are suspending people now. That's
Yeah.
crazy. You're going to be... Peter Ravello told me he got suspended for a month.
For a month?
Sorry, Brennan Kelly got suspended for a month.
What did he do?
From Intense?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Parking tickets? And that's part of the job. Like, it's just
Yeah.
a tax on vehicles.
Right.
Yeah.
Any vehicle could get a parking.
Do you
I got
think you
booted.
Do you
Yeah.
think you get suspended for less time for getting caught peeing in a bottle?
No,
Than a
that's
parking ticket?
encouraged.
Well, I did
That's what
pee
I'm
in a
saying.
bottle in the truck, and I sort of had to like force my pee hole into because it was like a smaller mouth bottle.
Mm.
And I had to like make sure my penis was in the hole part.
Mm-hmm.
But you can
And,
leave them lying around without with a clear conscience because you know some Chinese person's going to empty them out and recycle them.
You're actually doing them a favor. Yeah. Oh, you want this bottle? Oh, yes, please. Actually, that was more Japanese, but you want this bottle? And they're like, you want me to dump the pee out first? Like, no, it's okay.
They probably get more for that.
Yeah.
Do you guys pee more than 32 ounces?
I don't
Do you
know.
ever have to stop the stream and do
Mike
another-
Lawrence said there should be a documentary about people who collect bottles and cans.
Absolutely. They're like the most interesting people around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's that dispensary, that like recycling center across from the Home Depot. That place is a zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a few blocks away. You got to go check it out.
That's probably better than a lot of minimum wage jobs, though.
Yeah, I bet you
think?
could make 40 grand a year off that.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because 20 bottles is $1.
Yeah, and imagine like
I don't know.
the documentary should be trying to break into that industry.
Right. You're on somebody's turf.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
someone would be so threatened by you collecting bottles.
Not
Yeah.
just bottle collecting, but you have a documentary crew following you. So it looks like you're
Right.
just this fucking
king of
shitty
bottle
NYU student who's
Yeah.
fucking.
I always give those guys money when I see them collecting bottles because God helps people who help themselves.
In that quote, you're God.
I am God. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's. Another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the crisis at the border. All these kids being kept in cages, housed away from their parents. Oh, we're out of time. Check out the Daily for that. Anyway, Joel, you want to plug anything?
Yeah, listen, we got the other podcast that Madden produces, the 20-Year-Old Movie Podcast. You're on this week. We're talking Saving Private Ryan, kind of.
Yeah.
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 Don't listen if you are
Yeah.
a person.
Yep. Comes out Tuesday.
Yeah. And guys, thanks for your support for the show. We appreciate it. Keep those comments, questions coming. Like I said, you guys have the power to change the show. No more women from now on.
Yeah. I was curious, what's our fans' favorite premium episode we've done?
I don't know. They're all kind of like just thrown together and lazy.
We're like experimenting, and like I think there's some clear favorites. So like it would
We
be
got to give them more stuff.
It would be cool to get some feedback from the people that are paying for the premium, what kind of stuff they're like looking for. Like if you're listening, like what was your favorite episode and why?
We got to get Maria's feet back on the show.
Yeah, maybe a lot of people didn't like her.
Really?
Well, I mean, a lot of people didn't like Shelby either, and she's great. So
Yeah.
it's really the eye of the beholder.
We got organized crime in New Orleans.
That's where it was. That's where the birthplace of the mafia is.
Yep.
Anyway, that's
All
good.
right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace.